Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, where today we're diving into the Airbus A330, and the reason we're doing that is because we're just around the corner of heavy cargo releasing in the sim for career mode. It's planned to release with Sim Update 3's public release. Still not sure if we're going to be seeing any beta builds including that or not, we'll see. But either way, really want to dive into these Airbuses because I think I finally got to a point where I have it set the way I want it to with my Thrustmaster HOTUS 1, and it's a lot more enjoyable to fly, so we're going to just kind of do some practice with it, and yeah, that's kind of the goal. We'll kind of chat it up as always. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic Friday, and yeah, so let's go ahead and dive on into it. Let's dive on into the A330. So the one thing I do want to showcase before we dive into anything is an issue with the freighter version of the A330, which is the one that we're going to be using in career mode. This hasn't been updated. I think this is still the the release version when the sim first came out, because I don't believe the A330's really seen anything. We are supposed to be getting a whole new fresh update for mini builds on this aircraft, which is kind of the reason why heavy cargo hasn't been a thing just yet. But I want to showcase this, and then after the stream, I need to check if the forum has mentioned this. But yeah, let's just pick a freighter one really quick, and I want to just showcase the glitch, and then we'll dive into the actual flight after that. So let's dive into my new testing grounds, because I absolutely love this place now. By the way, glad everybody enjoyed the video over Spaceport America and the thunderstorms video that we did a couple days ago. Really awesome to see the support on that. Even got showcased on the Flight Sim development update, which was really cool to see. But yeah, glad everybody enjoyed that, and hopefully you're having a great start to your weekend, or almost to your weekend, depending on where you're at. Alright, so let me do this really quick. We're gonna kind of rush through this really fast. Oh, you can actually see it already on the ground. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. So we don't have to fly it. So, for whatever reason, I'm stuck under here. Let's go to showcase. The freighter version of the A330 has this weird glitch, which I'm sure is going to be fixed once we see this new build of this aircraft. But yeah, I'm glad this is like it here. For whatever reason, it's like this the whole time. So when you bring the gears up in the air, you still see these panels sticking out, and it's just this weird glitchy nonsense going on here. So I'm glad it's like this on the ground, so I can kind of give a visual representation as to what I'm talking about. I haven't seen it with the other versions, like the VIP or the regular passenger variation of the 330. So it's just the freighter having this odd little glitch. But cool. Alright, so we're not going to fly that, because that's going to bug me if we see that the whole time. We're going to swap on over to the other one. Hey Christian, hello, hello. But cool. That's all I was wanting to do, showcase it. You know, you actually see it in the menu too. That's funny. Very odd, because I don't think the passenger one does it. No. Okay, cool. We'll go with the passenger one. No, let's do VIP. Get some GE engines on here, and it'll be fantastic. Yes, Blaze, just trying to get that practice in for the heavy cargo missions that we're getting ever so closer to. So I really want to get better at flying this. I've practiced a little bit off camera just so I can be a bit more familiar with it in general. But it's going to be so awesome having heavy, and I believe super heavy is going to be releasing too. So I mean, it's going to be awesome. Very much looking forward to it. and I thought we would get a bit more familiar with it before it does arrive, so we actually know a little bit of what's going on with the aircraft as opposed to knowing absolutely nothing at all when the missions arrive. So, but welcome to the stream, Blaze. And Robert, hello from Texas. Hope all is well. Happy Friday. Everything's going great, Robert. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Friday as well. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, the other thing that I always was having issues with the AnyBuild's planes. There we go. Was my Thrustmaster HOTUS 1 just was never fun, because when I had it at half, like the throttle would be too much and then it'd be too little. It was really difficult to control, but I feel like I finally got to a point where, I don't know why this is being a bit of a pain to remove the chocks here. I wasn't like that yesterday. But anyways, it was just a pain to, there we go, to have a nice throttle, especially on landings, because, you know, you'd bring it back like a centimeter and then you'd have like idle. But I finally got it to a point where I do like it, so we'll dive into that really quick under the options and then throttle settings. So the middle for my throttle is now climb. I'm assuming that's what CLB means. I don't really know much about the airliner specifics to all this. I know this is takeoff, go around here, and then flight climb, maybe? Or something, I don't know. Anyways, so this is half on my throttle, and then this is about, well, actually, we have a percentage here somewhere, don't we? Yes. So this is 80% or so, and then, of course, Toga is at 100%. And I feel like this is the perfect range for this. So if you want to end up doing this as well, you just set wherever you want the throttle to be, and then you click these buttons for the different sets, or the detents if you want to call it that as well. And I left all these at 5, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So anyways, we're not going to cold start this, we're going to just quick start it and get going. And just have some fun doing some touch and goes. We might fly somewhere after a few touch and goes. We'll see. We shall see. And now I can see what the audio's like. While this goes and boots on up. I'll be right back. Alright, that should be pretty decent. Sorry, plane? Alright, still have the throttle at 50%. And that all on down, and perfect. Why are the spoilers up? What is happening? You know, when I did my practice flights yesterday, nothing was really going wrong except for that weird glitch that I was talking about. Is that just because we're in showcase? Alright, I think it was just a weird little thing there. Okay. Everything is perfectly fine, folks. One thing about this Spaceport America add-on, the pushbacks never seem to want to work. I mean, obviously it makes sense. This plane wouldn't even be here, so that's probably more of a factor than the add-on itself. But I think if we spam the pushback button enough, he ends up trying to figure it out. But even so, like, even if the plane wasn't supposed to be here, I'm not sure why the pushback would really have any issues with it, but he gets there and then he just leaves again, so... I'm gonna have to do this the other way here. More than 1,000 A330 delivered. Kind of cool. I've never really seen that livery before. I guess I never really... Oh. I guess it's not too surprising since we've hardly flown this thing, so... Oh, can we not turn? Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, we'll just do a really tight turn once we clip through this CRJ, I believe. Making everything look very realistic out here today. Alright, that'll be good enough. That'll be good. There we go. Wait, no. Why are we still reversing? I'm not over... No. Something about streaming just seems to break things for whatever reason. Because again, this... I'm so confused as to what's happening right now. You know what? I think I know why. Hang on. We were still getting pushed back by the pushback that wasn't with us. It's alright, folks. We figured it out. That's why I was so confused. I'm like, why are we still going backwards? I forgot about the pushback. So good to know. He eventually figures it out. He just doesn't end up being with the plane for whatever reason. Oh, that's not what I... Oh, no, please. I really should have parked this a bit differently before the stream started so we could have just had a nice straight out shot, but, you know, why not make it more difficult out here? Alright, folks. Easy as that to turn around at Spaceport America in an A330. Absolutely nothing went wrong during the entire process of that. And Strack. Absolutely. Very much looking forward to getting some heavy cargo missions. Again, this is going to be a plane that's going to be receiving updates. Because I'm pretty sure this is still pretty much the same plane as it was when the sim released. So alongside of it getting heavy cargo, we're going to be getting a whole new updated version of, I think, most of the Airbus aircraft in the sim, which is nice to see. But alright, let's have an altitude of about, I think 9,000 feet is going to work out good for some touch and goes. We're heading... Setup, we'll change that once we're lined up with the runway. Which, do we have a windsock anywhere? We do. There's no wind at all, so we'll just... What's the shortest? Looks like to the left. So that's where we're going to head over to. Of course, we have auto brake here. I think spoilers are already defaulted to armed. They are. Excellent. A little bit faster here. Yay, it's Friday. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you, Binky. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And hello again, Milo. Hopefully still passing those tests. Alright, what's trim set to? 4 degrees. I don't want that. Let's do 2 degrees. That'll be a good takeoff thing. Again, I'm not going to be too focused on the computers or anything like that. This is just me trying to get familiar with just like the basics of autopilot, and majority of it being, you know, able to land this nicely. So that's kind of the goal for today's stream. Nothing too crazy. About 215 knots on the auto throttle. Oh, good, Milo. Very good. And a provocateur. Yes. Very nice name. But yeah, heavy cargo. I'm still hoping we'll see a beta build for it. If not, it is still planned for Sim Update 3's public release. But yep, this is just getting familiar with the plane, getting used to it before that does end up happening. That way I can actually put out some decent gameplay of the A330 and heavy cargo when it does happen. But yeah, just in case you don't know, this is an add-on airport. Did a video over that earlier this week. So we're down in New Mexico. It's kind of a cool little testing area though, especially for touch and goes. It's a 12,000 foot long runway, I believe. So you can pretty much fly anything around here and get some decent practice out of your aircraft. Alright, everybody buckled in back there? You better be, because we're gonna just take off anyway, so it doesn't much matter. Bring that back to climb there. Get our heading set to where we're looking at. Activate autopilot. Get up to, no, we'll do 8,000 feet actually. I don't think we need to go too high up. We're gonna stick to the area here. And by the way, one thing I do know is if you're not in CLB, which I still think is climb, could be wrong, but if you're not in that mode, you're not going to set to auto throttle. So if you're above that with the other detents on the throttle, here I'll have a visual representation. But yeah, if you're at FLX or Toga, you're not going to be on auto throttle. So this is kind of your cruise setting pretty much. That's like my one tip for airliners. It's the only thing I could really learn from when I was flying. Because again, I'm not versed in this. I don't fly airliners much. I don't have much practice with Airbuses. I'm just glad I finally got to a point where I have the Thrustmaster set up the way I like it to be with the throttle. That's the biggest thing for me. So I'm hoping these settings kind of just go through all the AnyBuilds Airbuses. That would be nice, but if not, I have a general idea of where I want them set for everything else. But cool, so we are already at 8,000 feet at our cruise altitude of our little touch and go pattern we're going to be doing. That on open again. And yeah, we'll bank left already. Spent my work week trying to fix my boss's 1944 Willys Jeep. Oh, I mean, that sounds like a pretty cool project, though. Oh boy, how far did I move this heading? Hang on. I was like, wow, this is a long turn. No wonder, almost did a full 360 over here. This still works out. Airport's over here, so we'll just keep heading this way. And of course, get onto a good spot to go for final. By the way, is this a plane you can actually walk back, or... Oh, it is. I'm just used to the 737. I mean, over 900 hours in this sim, and I think this is the first time. I mean, we tried this before, but it just... I couldn't get the throttle right, so we didn't spend really any time with this aircraft. Looks really cool in here, actually. Nice. My goodness. This thing can hold a lot of people. on, getting stuck on the wall. There we go. No, this is actually really cool. I like it. I mean, that's the other thing too, is I'm excited for this to be in heavy cargo, but I'm hoping the AnyBuilds Airbuses is also going to support passenger transport. Because it'd be really nice to have something alongside the 737. Crap, hang on. Hopefully it's not screen tearing for you guys. It probably is. No, it won't. Apologies if that was going on the whole time. How did I don't know how I completely walked by first class. Or I guess business class, whatever it'll be. Those are some nice comfy looking seats. At least you have a little bit of a divider, but I'd like it to be even more divided. Like, I don't want to even know there's a person next to me. Just in case you forget what plane you're on. Well, it beats the normal daily grind that I normally have to endure, as we are coming to an end of filming. Not much else going on. It makes the day go faster. Nice. Yeah, that definitely works out. No doubt about it. So we should see the airport right off the side here. Oh, yep, there it is. You can see the cool hangar. Perfect. So let's go ahead and bring back the speed. Oh, we're not even... What is it going off? There we go. Bring that down to about 200 knots. Let's go ahead and bring our... Because the airport's what, 5,000 almost? Like 4,900? 4,500, okay. Yeah, we'll bring it down to 7,000. We'll see what that looks like. If it looks terrible, we'll just bring it back up. Oh, I think I reset it on accident by moving the camera, sorry. Just happy to get familiar with this specific section here. And then we can always try to put in our own little short flight here after we get a couple touch and goes. We can always head to Albuquerque or something just north of us. Make a nice little short flight.
2,500.
Start circling back a little bit. By the way, we didn't miss out on anything regarding beta builds or anything, just in case you're wondering about that. They just didn't release one. They said they're hard at work on the next one, so I don't think it'll come out today. But hey, if it does, there'll be a video about it. But I'm guessing probably Monday or Tuesday we'll see a new one. So it seems like it's going to be a pretty hefty one. At least I'm assuming so, since it's been, I believe, 8 days since the last build has arrived. So what's new on SU3? I mean, obviously the biggest one, downloadability. We're gonna get out of all this. And that's right, I know how to get rid of that complaining. It's still weird to me. Like, I don't know, it's just such a big aircraft and all you're flying with is a side stick. It's funny to me. Giant plane and then, you know, little side stick. There you go. Just amazing. Alright, get our first notch of flaps on in here. And yeah, Binky, I'm pretty sure that's going to be in this next build. I'd be surprised if it isn't. Because I'm assuming it hasn't been, because everything that we went through changelog-wise wasn't really showcasing anything saying that it was fixed. So I'm assuming it's still an issue. Bring those gears down. Which there's 2 indicators if they're good. These 3 triangles will go green. And then, of course, these 3... I don't think they go green. I think they just... Oh, they might go green. I guess we're about to find out. Oh, yep, they do. Nose gear's good. I think the left gear goes out first and then the right. Yep, there's left and right. Oh, not that much of a difference, but... Gears are good. We got 2 notches of flaps in here. And let me get closer here. I don't know why I was... Didn't mean to zoom out. It does sound really cool in the cockpit, though, from these GE engines. I haven't tried the Rolls-Royce ones, but... And then the ground noise is really good, too. You know, when you're hearing the wheels, and then you can hear them slowly spool down when you take off. The only thing I need at this runway is some pappy lights. But we'll make do with what we got going on here. But this is the type of situation I was always having issues with how it's set to default for throttle. Is every little movement I feel like I would go way too much on power, way too little. And now I finally think I found the sweet spot to just have nice control on final. So that's one thing I don't know what that tone is for. Because I know he was talking about speed because I was a little bit low. I mean, is it just because I'm close to stall speed? Because I doubt you'd be going in too fast for a landing on a 330, but I don't really know the specifics of it. But I feel like 140 knots is kind of where you want to be at, but then I get this tone the whole time, and I'm not sure what it's complaining about. I'm sure somebody will know, though. So if you're an expert in the Airbuses, I'd love to know what that is. Is it I'm needing all the flaps, maybe? Is that why it's complaining? It feels like I'm going too slow? Because I don't think it's a stall indicator, is it? It's for your landing gear. I mean, I have them out. So that's why I'm just so confused by, because I had this yesterday. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Why are you mad at me? I got full flaps going on now, actually. Is it glide slope? I mean, it'd be kind of annoying hearing that if you're on the glide slope, or is that meaning you're too high or too low, or... Who knows? altitude selection is conflicting with your actual altitude. Oh, is that what that purple was over here? Something with that? Oh, shoot. I don't need this. No. Get that up. Please. There we go. Arm that again. Sorry. Plane's mad at me. Oh, man. Alright, so get back to 8,000 feet here. Auto throttle's on. Heading's on. Perfect. Alright, so if it's that... Oh, are we supposed to add like our destination altitude or something like that? Oh boy. Program, airport. Destination. Let's see if we can figure this out. 9NM9. Oh boy. Is there an enter key? A fee. Oh no, we don't need that. Hang. Oh shoot. I don't want that there. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, there's. Oh, hello. Nav Accure downgraded. That sounds good. Definitely want that. By the way, everything's going well. Fine. Yep, we're good. Excellent. And Rob, 1,000-foot warning. Change your landing altitude in the FMS. Gotcha. Okay, we'll look at that here. And thank you, Binky and Strack. Appreciate. I'm happy with the landing. Not bad. Can be better. Select the line to select key next to destination. Select the line to select the... What is this Nav Accure? Accure. It sounds so fancy. Your Accure has been downgraded. Well, how about I upgrade it, please? In and push the... Oh, I see. Okay. So a little bit of a 9 and M9 and then end of no alternate flight. Flight plan program. GPS primary. Oh my goodness. There's far too many buttons. There's far too many buttons here. I am at the right screen though, right? This is where I want to be. I would assume so. That's airport. Align IRS. The Internal Revenue Service. Man, they bug me everywhere, don't they? Yes. About that. ILS. Or IRS. This isn't going... Oh no, we know exactly what's going on here. Everything is absolutely under control. I know every button in this thing. Inertial reference system left overhead panel. I got windshield wipers. Left overhand. Oh! Oh, that's INR. Never mind. I got excited. Never mind. Hang on. Oh, how far back does this go? No. This is ridiculous. There's already enough buttons above the head. Oh, there it is. I see it. I got it. IR1. Oh, that turned it off. That's not good. I want it on ATT. I can't do that. Is it happy down there? Align IRS. Turn them off on the ground, the computers will align, and then you turn them to nav. It takes about 9 minutes, so hopefully it's not that in the sim. Well, here, I guess we'll just mess with that on the ground here. Let's turn around here. Just kind of endlessly flying in this direction. Alright, well for now, we'll just kind of test things other that situated. Oh, you can't do anything until you do that. Okay. Well, fantastic. All right. let's head on. Oh, we didn't go that far. Okay. I was a bit worried there. So then I can't really do anything until we do that, right? Is what I'm saying? Well, here, we'll put them back on nav then. Oh, we did, okay. And we'll just see if we can't get that aligned when we're on the ground. It's a bit, no, I mean, we're basically on the ground. We're just a little bit up, you know, it's fine. But see, this is the type of stuff that I want to get familiar with, so that way when we do dive into those missions, we're a bit more proficient in this. Because I don't want to have these types of things going on when, you know, I want to showcase these missions, and it's like, I don't know what's happening. Wow, this heading dial really just, it moves. Get used to that too, because I think I move it for maybe about 50-60 degrees, and then it's the complete opposite direction we were going originally. It's there. So we'll just land the other direction. Where apparently, oh, I see it. There it is. Oh, my reset button isn't resetting on the stick. Which version is this? This is Sim Update 3 beta version of the sim. Beta build number 4. It's always weird with the any builds planes. Whenever you go for like the middle of the plane and switch to the other side, it always does this frame drop. It's weird. But anyways, we're good. Everything's under control. I'm glad everybody knows how knowledgeable I am of these aircraft. Oh, man. I love it. It is fun diving into a new plane, though. And it'll be even better when we're in career mode flying this thing. Alright, let's go for, let's just see what max auto brake is like. No, we'll do, we don't want to brake. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's free flight. Let's go max on this. Speed brakes are armed. Get our first notch of flaps in. I think 3 was too much. I didn't really need all that. We'll go with 2 notches because I think there's only 3 settings for flaps on this. You got config 1, 2, and 3, and full. Okay, so 4 of them. Gears down. Do we have a camera for that? Oh, here, we'll just make our own. Oh, this stuff even has sound effects out here? What in the world? That's pretty cool. But anyways. I know, we'll figure that out soon. Sorry, plane. Oh. You just turn it on. Oh, okay. Well, that works. Is it really complaining because of auto throttle being off? Weird. Configuration 2 on the flaps. And so we'll land this time. We'll see if we can get that IRS thing
2,500.
aligned. And then we'll do a little short hop flight to maybe Albuquerque or something. See if we can get a flight plan situated in the cockpit. Hello, 2C Box. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining, everybody. Hopefully you're having a great Friday leading into your weekend. It's time to be serious, everybody. We're going to be quiet for this phase of the flight because it needs to be serious. But alright. Looking good so far. Got a nice speed going on. The plane's not complaining to us because I guess it does complain because auto throttle's off. But we're always freehanding these landings in all the airliners. I just think it's more enjoyable than just letting the computer do it, you know?
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Nice. Get those spoilers up. Let's taxi on over here, and then we'll see if we can get this stuff on the ground situated. Arrows out of here. But yeah, the max auto braking is something else. This thing comes to a stop in no time. But I think from now on we'll probably set it to maybe medium. I'm pretty sure that's probably where they have it for landings anyways. Unfortunately, Box, you are dreaming, but that's why we're here. Because heavy cargo isn't too far off. It is going to be releasing with Sim Update 3. We'll see if we get a beta build before that, but it is planned for Sim Update 3, both heavy and I believe super heavy as well, because any build is going to bring in a whole slate of updates for the Airbuses, ranging from the Beluga to this 330 to the A400 and all that. It's going to be quite nice. And then of course, like we were talking about, it's going to be cool having those heavy and super heavy cargo missions, but I'm hoping the Airbus lineup is going to be available in passenger transport as well. Oh, it looks like we're good now. Perfect. So we'll just circle around here, sit in the taxiway, and then set up a flight to Albuquerque. Hi Barry, no, this is free flight. Just getting some practice in on the A330 here. Park it up right here, and let's get some computer going here. So, destination, I think it's KAQB. Oh no, KABQ, Kilo Alpha Bravo, Quebec. Not allowed. KABQ. Not allowed. Okay, it's my plane. I can do whatever I want. Excuse me. Why is nothing allowed now? Oh. Wait, what was that? I saw an initialization thing. Oh, there. Oh. Oh, here we go. Is this where I want to be? Let's do this. What the heck is that? Co-RTE. Oh boy. I don't know what that is. Why is it saying not allowed? What have I done to make the computer mad? Over here. It doesn't let me push anything. It's so mad. I might just restart on the runway and see if I can get the computer to not be mad at me. Yeah, we'll just do that and see if that works out. Because obviously the computer doesn't like me. It might have been because I was messing with all the knobs up in the air and it just was done. Well, that's the thing. It wasn't letting me input anything. It was saying not allowed on everything. So we're going to see what's going on here. See if it still says it on a fresh spawn in here.
9er November, Mike, 9er traffic, CTWN 32 Zulu Oscar Whiskey 5, 219er, taking off runway tree 4, departing straight out. 9er November, Mike, 9er traffic.
Initialize weight CG. The checklist go through any of this at all? See, this is the type of stuff that would be really cool in training, to kind of go through the startup process of these airplanes. I think that's something that needs to be added, because I'd love to go through that and it can actually talk about what you're doing and where you're heading to and everything like that, as opposed to just a checklist like this. Because for people that don't know anything about these systems, it's pretty, I guess you could say, daunting, because it's just like, okay, it's like, oh, initialize weight and CG. Okay, where's that at in 5 million buttons? Ask my Google AI. How to initialize weight. It's beeping at me in Airbus A330 in flight sim 2024. Okay, what's beeping at me? What's going on here? Takeoff config test. Takeoff speeds not inserted. We also don't need auto brake max on, thank you. Initializing weight and center of gravity CG in the Airbus A330 and Flight Sim 24 is crucial for realistic flight performance. Has a built-in electronic flight bag Onboard Information System, OIS. Within the cockpit, this is, oh. Is it in this thing? Can we actually use this? Apply load. Instant. That's not initialized. The MCDU is part of the flight management system in the cockpit. While you primarily use it for flight plan input, you can often input zero fuel, blah, blah, blah. In the init B page. Oh, there's init. Is this where I want to be? Oh, there's the IRS initialization. Once you set the ZFW, what the heck is that? As I said, apply load or similar. Click this to apply the weights to the aircraft. You might see ground services, fuel, blah, 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 blah. MCDU input. Once you've set the ZFW and fuel via EFB, you'll typically need to confirm or input the ZFW on the MCDU's. Oh, I think I said, did we see that? Is it in the bottom left? CRZ. I don't see any ZFW. What the heck is that? Navigate to the second page. Oh, is there another page I was supposed to go to? Hang on. What's the second page? Do I hit it again? I'm trying to get to that second page. There's wind. Next phase? Oh, is it? No. No. Back it up. Okay, go back to this. INTB or similar. Clear that out. Crap, now B's gonna be there the whole time. Great. Well, now all of a sudden that's showing IRS. I don't know what I just hit now. Here, can I finally add the destinations at all? I mean, if not, we'll just take off. I'm not really too worried about it anyways, because I'm not going to be doing this in career mode since it's going to set it up for us anyways, but it would still be nice to kind of learn this stuff. Still talking about is there a just a line crap button in the EFB on this? Oh, oh, instant. There we go. Get that out of here. So how do I align it then? That is set, right? Yeah, IRS align time instant. Yes, please. Glad they have that option though, so if you want it realistic, you can. If not, you don't have to do that. arrow keys are not doing anything. Still isn't. There must be something in push here. Here, let's do this. Let's turn it off and then set it to nav, see if that triggers it. Yeah, we just did that. I'll just switch it all over the place and then switch back off. Because we have it set to instant now, so... it's not looking very instant. Oh, we did do what it needed to? Oh crap, I was trying to see if there was any difference in the... okay. Now what is AC position invalid? Oh, like how it goes from one thing to another. It's like, god dang. I thought we got that all situated. Now it's like, oh, what's this? AC position invalid. Well, can I actually do something now? Is that? Why is the air conditioning position invalid? Oh man. The warning. And now we're back to the not. Why is it always bringing up that not allowed? Because now I can't add anything. That's so odd. It must just be something buggy with its computer. Clear not allowed out. Oh. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Are we good then? No, that's still not doing anything. Format error. Oh, you have to do both of them at the same time. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Okay. Hey! Okay. And now is this where I put the altitude of the airport? Oh no, here we go. Now we finally have something. Because I know there's a whole thing where you put in like takeoff numbers as well. Because I think that's, I mean, that's there, but. Oh, don't say that. Like gameplay low or me low? That's the first time somebody said something like that. Oh no, it's sounding good. I mean, I'll look at it a little bit later. But welcome, Adam. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so there's all that. And then, so this is obviously cruise flight level, right? At, I don't know, 0 degrees? See, there we go. By the way, clear. Get that format error out of here. Cost index, don't know what that is. Alright, Box, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your dinner. And flight number is... I think I'm 035. Oh, okay. Oh, I think we'll just go with that for now. And just see, because we have a nav mode on here, right? See if it just follows that. Try the next page for weights. Got wind, speed, altitude. Oh, here we go. So is this where I put the altitude? Oh no, that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I just got wind and speed. I mean, that's fine for now. I think we'll just take off and do the rest somewhere else. Alright, my goodness. That going. Oh, we're already rolling. The A330 is ready to go. But yeah, we'll still have to figure out like takeoff speed, insert, you know, all that kind of stuff too. Oh, come on. See, that's what I'm talking. See that little? It's so weird when you get into the middle of the plane. It does that. Oh, what did I just hit? No. I did not mean to hit that. Whatever I just did. Or wait, are we on nav mode? I hope I didn't just mess it up, because I don't like how when you right-click knobs in this thing, it activates things. You gotta be careful with that. Because it's showing nav mode. Let's just see what we got going on in here. I got nothing. Okay. So I'm just wondering why we're turning. So we'll just let it do its thing, see what's going on. Can't change the speed anymore. Interesting. I can't change any. What in the world is happening? I guess the plane has gotten sick of us and said, forget you, I'm gonna just do whatever I want to do because I have no control over anything anymore. In the autopilot section of the aircraft. So I suppose one way or another we're going to be getting to Albuquerque. Weird. And yep, FMJ, only because of career mode. Just trying to get used to this plane a little bit. Obviously, we wouldn't really be too worried about this type of stuff. In career mode, the flight plan will be ready to go anyways, but still want to get a little bit familiar with it. Because again, this is still pretty much the same plane that came with the release of the sim. It'll be interesting to see how this stuff works when any builds puts out the update for this aircraft. So, but yeah, that's just weird. I've never seen a plane just not let you change anything anymore. The computers are taking over the world already. And gotcha, Adam, because I was about to say, like, nobody said anything. I was going to be sad if it was a mess the whole time. But good, I'm glad the audio has been resolved. Alright, so what I want to try is, well, I'm really wondering what this plane's even doing, for one. Okay, now I can't turn off anything. Something's definitely bugged. Because now I can't even disconnect from here. I can still control the plane, though. have no throttle control. I can only just... This is weird. I can only fly the plane right now. But do nothing with it. Because I just realized this isn't updating anymore. Is it because I did this? Oh, then that would matter. Huh. Interesting. Oh, look at that. We got tables? Oh, no, wait, what? Tray pedals. Nice. Well, considering I can't land the plane, I guess we're gonna just restart this flight and not do that. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna do this the easy way. I'm gonna just set it to heading and do what I know, and it'll be a fantastic flight. Because I couldn't turn, and nothing worked. Everything was just whatever it was set to. That was odd. All right. Now we're gonna do it my way. A way that I know is not gonna give us any hassles. Down a little bit. There we go. See, when I do it my way, it just, everything's fine. Oh, man. Oh, crap. I thought we needed it to go the other way. Okay, hang on. Sorry, plane. We're going to be turning the other way. Didn't realize we were set up going straight to Albuquerque from here. We don't need 20,000 feet either. I mean, it's not that long of a flight. We'll still do it anyways. What is the top speed of this thing? Let's go for 300 here. Perfect. All right. Bring that back to CLB mode. That way auto throttle will kick in and we'll hold up at about 300. I can always bring this up a little bit though. Let's go for 315. We'll be in Albuquerque in no time. But no, since we don't have any passengers back here, we're probably not going to be doing the peanuts, unfortunately. This is just a test flight. as you can see. Oh my goodness, FMJ. Thank you so very much for the £9.99 super chat. Sponsored by KP. I don't know who KP is. Is that the name of the peanut smugglers? But absolutely, I mean, once we have passengers in here, half of Peanuts will be absolutely, I mean, it's a staple of Cowtown Airlines at this point, so you can best guarantee the Peanuts will be flying through this cabin here as we head on over to Albuquerque. But again, thank you very much, FMJ. That is very kind of you, as always. Oh, it's actually a company. Oh, yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, I was like, I don't know who KP is. But nice. I'm glad you're sponsored by FMJ. Very well deserved. Congratulations. It's gonna be cool seeing people back here, though. I love these dividers. Is this because this is like business class up here or economy plus? It's like, what does that even do? Oh, if you're sitting back here, you can't look up here. You can't see the people in the fancier seats even though they look identical. It's like, I can still peek through there. It's like, oh man, I wish I was sitting up there. I get a whole peanut instead of my half peanut. Just kidding. Everybody gets a half peanut no matter what seat they pick. Yeah, I went to a Trader Joe's once and I don't know, I didn't get the hype around it. Because I went in there once and then I never went back there again. I'd rather have an Aldi. For hipsters with money to burn. But yeah, it's just none of the stuff in there looked very exciting, so I was like, oh, okay, just go back to my local grocery store. But alright, now that we fly the plane the Cowtown way, everything is working perfectly fine. Because, I mean, to be completely honest with you, that's probably how I'm going to be flying this thing in career mode. Because, you know, again, I'm not going to be worried about the MCDU or anything like that. Since, you know, career mode sets those flights up. It still would be cool to have that option. Because I know this would make a lot of people happy, too. To where, if you want to make your own custom flight plan for career missions, you should be able to do that. I think that would be a great addition for it. But you can have it the way it is now, where there's a flight plan ready for you, you insert it, boom, fly, whatever. You know, stuff like that. Which I still feel like is going to be a thing down the road. I mean, there's no reason to have all these systems in the aircraft and not utilize them, especially in a mode like that. So, I mean, pretty sure that'll be a feature down the road for career. Got some nice scenery out here, by the way. Through the New Mexican desert. The only thing with any builds planes, though, is it's just they always are very performance-intensive aircraft from any builds. Because, I mean, even flying at this height with nothing really on the ground, it's still having these frame drops. bet if we were in like the 737 or something like that, it wouldn't be doing that, because it's just something with any build plane. So I'm hoping the updates that do come out kind of help improve performance. That would be nice. It's always funny looking out these windows. It's like you're in a spaceship or something, a little tiny window there. Will you have enough money for the 330? Probably not, because I haven't touched my regular career profile since before Sim Update 2's beta. So all my time in the sim is during the beta phases now. I went back to my regular profile for 12 hours or so before Sim Update 3's beta happened. But even so, I'll just do some employee missions to at least get some more practice in career mode with the 330. So that'll be an option, of course. I'm assuming you only serve already salted in order to encourage more refreshment. Oh, of course, yes. Because the complimentary free half peanut is $5. We always say it's complimentary or free just to, you know, get people's hopes up, and then we tell them, by the way, it's $5. So after they spend the $5 for the half peanut, they can have the wide range of refreshments offered to them. It's only $20 per can of soda, or $30 for a bottle of water. It is very high quality water from the tap outside of the hangar. So we only serve the best on Cowtown Airlines. We're probably 50, 60 nautical miles out from Albuquerque. Exquisite price. I mean, I agree. I mean, we try to be as consumer friendly as possible on the airline. You know, we don't want to overprice anything. And, you know, it's just, that's been our goal. Oh, man. Love it. Ooh, what airport. I sold 30. Oh, right. The whole CJ4 price being different from Sim Update 1 to 2. But depending on what I'm assuming it's going to be similar to what career or cargo missions already are. I'm not going to be doing live streams over them. They'll definitely be pre-recorded stuff, because again, I don't have any fascination of doing 2-3 hour plus flights in an airliner at 40,000 feet. It doesn't excite me. I couldn't sit there the whole time, and I know people watching wouldn't want to see this for hours. It's just not something I'm interested in doing. So it'll be similar to any other flight that's longer. It'll be all pre-recorded, edited down to the more exciting parts of it, and that's that. But yeah, that's why airliners aren't really my main thing. I like doing the other planes, being close to the ground, having a fun time flying through there. We're going to go ahead and bring our altitude down to 15,000 feet. And go at about 200 feet per minute. Or not. Why are you ignoring me? Oops. Oh, interesting. Something good to know. That's probably why we weren't following the flight. We didn't switch it to track mode. I'm assuming that's what would go into following the nav. But not not too worried about that at the moment. Oh. There we go. Just needed to tell the computer that we wanted to go to a different altitude. Nice. Just a nice smooth descent. We still got a little bit of a way. Oh, actually, we probably shouldn't descend because... Oh no, that's just a river. I thought that was a mountain. Okay, we're good. Because this must be the mountain. Well, no, we're actually seeing that. Oh, good. Never mind. We don't have to worry about that then, like I was thinking we were. Excellent. See if there's any update on a new beta build at all today. Because based off the weekly update yesterday, it didn't sound like it was coming out today. Let me get their exact words here. What in the world? Wow, their web... Is that actually... What is happening? What is happening here? Okay, that was just weird. We're good now. Let me find it here. Because they said there was not a new Sim Update 3 beta build for Flight Sim 24 release this week, but development work continues on that version 2. Thank you to everyone who has been participating in either beta test and providing your impressions of bug reports in our forums. As always, if you're a part of either public test, please vote in the forums. So yeah, it sounds like Monday or Tuesday we'll see that 5th beta build come out. And by the way, hang on. I said this in the beginning, but this was pretty cool. Let me get a picture of it here. Because in that development update, there was a channel that was showcased. You might have heard of it. You might have heard of it. Potentially. Now, how do I add it on? Oh, here. No, layers, image. Yeah. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. Flight Sim team watched the thunderstorm video that came out a couple days ago, so that was awesome to see. But anyways, thought I'd share that. I mean, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Now, how do I delete this? Oh, goodness. Oh, I can just hide it. I'll figure that out later. I was worried it was just going to be on the screen the rest of the stream. That would have been great. But alright. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, plane. We're good. Stay where we're at. Fame at last. And absolutely, Adam. I was stationed next to the Blue Angels and would watch them practice in the morning on the beach. It was so... Oh, that's awesome, Adam. No doubt about it. Oh, you watched the Thunderbirds Netflix documentary? Really amazed with those pilots? Nice. I watched the Prime one that they did with the Blue Angels, I think, last year. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm sure of that, Binky. Goodness. Alright, how are we looking here? Oh, shoot, we're here. Well, that was faster than I... Oh, good. Alright, hang on. I've messed everything up. Oh, I know, calm down. That was way faster than I thought we were gonna pop over here. It's alright, we need to talk to them anyway, see what runway they're using. Albuquerque. It's called a sunport, huh? It's not a very commonly phrased thing.
Albuquerque Tower, CDWN 32 Zulu Oscar Whiskey 5, 219er 1, 8 miles west 17,600 to land.
CTWN 32 Zulu Oscar Whiskey 5, 219er Albuquerque Tower. Altimeter 299er 2, make straight in runway tree.
Make straight in runway tree.
Oh,
CTWN 32 Zulu Oscar Whiskey 5, 219er.
Well, we gotta turn this way anyways. Oh, right, I'm flying. And here I thought 500 feet per minute was a pretty steep descent for how far we were, and it's okay. Oh, interesting, we'll take a look. Also, that thunderstorm video was great. I'm glad you enjoyed it, FMJ. I had a great time recording. Like, that whole, the clouds that were going on and like, that whole thing amazed me. Such a fun flight with the Grand Caravan. Oh, I didn't mean to put that down. I was like, wow, it's really gold out here. Close that. Breaking the entire cockpit in here, apparently. Red arrows and typhoons flew over my place during the recent fly past. I tracked them on flight. Oh, very nice. Very, very cool. I wish the Germans were still in New Mexico down there with the tornadoes. That would have been really cool to see. It's such a shame they're gone. It was the tornadoes, right? Yes. Get a nice long turn going since we're going for this runway right here, which looks like there's a lot of traffic going into Albuquerque at the moment. Sorry, I don't know why I left it on the I just realized I left the satellite imagery just zoomed in on their terminal over there. By the way, this whole community thing is very interesting. I'm not sure why they added it, but you know, it's cool. Binky in first place. Who's in second? Oh, Binky's in. Oh no, Binky. Oh, never mind. Binky has been. Oh, that scared the crap out of me. Binky is in second place now, and Strack is in first, while FMJ holding on to third place in the leader. Like, I don't know what YouTube expects to add. Like, what does that add? I don't know, it's just weird. I guess it's supposed to improve engagement or something. I don't know. All I know is I appreciate everybody who stops by and participates in the chat, regardless if you're first, second, or third, in the community random feature that YouTube added. It's like, okay. Fantastic. See, that one I know what that was. That was, we're 1,000 feet under the altitude we have set. Yep, Binky. Got overtaken on turn one. I saw this random thing while scrolling through, apparently a very, or always controversial channel on something. I don't know if it was Kick or YouTube or whatever. But he had the audacity to say he was actually complaining because he didn't have more support, or he was actually saying like, why aren't more people donating and everything like that. It's like, what kind, like, oh my goodness, like, how could, like, everybody should stop watching somebody like that if they act that way. That's just crazy to be on a stream and say, why aren't you donating more or using more super chats or memberships or anything. Like, oh my god, I just, some people are horrendous. That's all I know. Oh my goodness. I couldn't believe it. My confidence has been greatly affected. Nice. See? This is fantastic, you two. I'm glad we added this. Now everybody's getting mad. Everything's falling apart. So, there's apparently an airport here. Oh, I guess it's still... I don't see a single thing that resembles an airport. So that's good. It's alright, we still got a lot of descending to do here. We're still too high up. But yeah, just insane to act that way. Because for me, if I have 15 to 20 people in my stream, I'm already happy. So, to be on there and be like, well, you need to donate more. Oh my. It's like, how about I never watch you again? That's what I'm about to do. Just unbelievable. We're all good for memberships. And exactly, Adam, absolutely. You're all number one in chat. But yeah, it's just, YouTube adds like the most random things that really don't add anything to the platform. Like, I wish they would improve chat more and stuff like that, not add all this random nonsense. I still don't see an airport. It's very, very blurry around here. Is it that? No, it should be in front of us. I guess it's over here? Or is it? Oh no, I see it now. In the blurriness off in the distance. Get some flaps going here as we're way off course. Well, I'm glad we got, I mean, that was getting pretty dramatic in chat because of the leaderboard. So I'm glad we got through that. That was probably the most explosive drama this channel has ever seen. So I'm glad we've all rectified it. Adam came in with the inspirational speech. And, you know, let's all give a round of applause. Weird, the ground looks terrible here right now. I'm not sure why. I kind of want to hop in a plane that isn't an any builds plane and just see if we get some improvement on that. Ooh, I'm timing these flaps perfectly. We're like right on the brink of overspeed with them, but we're good. We're not ripping them off. NP, finally got to watch your live stream. Love your videos. Glad you enjoy the content. Happy to have you in a live stream. Typically not doing airline stuff, but, you know, always like to dive into it every so often. get a little bit more prepared, so when we dive into this aircraft and heavy cargo and Sim Update 3 releases to the public, we'll be ready to go for it. Bring those gears on down. Oh, it's starting to look. I think it's the plane, because yeah, we're gonna dive into something else after this flight ends, because I just want to see if it's the same imagery, because it's very. It's either old imagery or just not loading in properly. We'll see. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that's the correct terminology that pilots always use. It's like a shifting gears. You just want to get it on the right timing there. By the way, I should probably talk to them again. Oh, actually, never mind. We haven't even gotten clearance yet. Or did we? No, just giving us direct. We'll hear from probably in the next few seconds, honestly. Windcom.
Cleared to land runway tree. CTWN 32 Zulu Oscar Whiskey 5 219er.
Gears are all down in green. We got configuration 2 on the flaps, which I think is good. I don't really want to go too crazy on that. We'll go for medium auto brake. Yet again, a lot of these airports don't have PAPI lights for some reason. Or is it? Oh no, there it is there. I see it. We're actually on the perfect glide slope. Love it. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. My controller's flopping all over the place that I use for the camera. Yeah, we got 3 red. Too low right now.
1,000.
A little bit of power in here. Oh no, I don't want you to go like toga on me here. Let's calm down. But yeah, it's weird. The loading in is acting odd, so definitely want to test it out with something that isn't any builds and just see if that's causing some weirdness in the because I mean there's some weird like textures going on at the edge of the runway down there.
500. 400. Speed 300. 200.
Now we're too high up because I'm too busy looking at the mountain that's like loading in and out.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Saw the frame rate died off there again. I still think it has to do with any builds optimization on these planes, but we'll see. I'm interested to see if this happens again, but I have a feeling it's not going to happen when we're not in an any builds aircraft. I didn't even do the reverse there. I was too busy looking at my slideshow there.
CTWN 32 Zulu Oscar Whiskey 5 219er. Exit runway when able.
Let's turn here, actually. Well, it would have been a good landing if it wasn't for the frame drops there. So let's taxi this off the runway here, and we're going to hop in another plane, because I'm interested to see if it does the same thing no matter what we're in. But again, don't believe it's going to be like it was with that landing.
Contact ground on 121.9er.
Because I'm hoping the fixes that are coming to these Airbuses from any builds is going to improve that, because oh my, that was loud. Didn't mean for that to be that loud. Because I definitely don't want those situations happening in career mode where every landing is going to be that, because that's just not going to be enjoyable. So let's test it out. Still happy with the landing, though. Probably came in a little too hot there. But it gets kind of difficult to do those fine-tuned changes when you're dealing with that type of stuff. Let's do... Let's do the King Air. We'll just spawn down here so it doesn't load everything in. Flying, talking, and ATC, piece of cake, see? Was that a My Radar notification? What was that actually? I don't even know. No, it was a Twitter notification Flight Sim posted about their community fly-in. I just have everything set up to the same notification, actually. Oh. Just was really quiet for me. Oh. No, the covers are interesting. Okay, spawning in doesn't give you a speed tape. That's not great. I was going to say, I must have left the stuff off, but no, it's all gone. I guess the instruments think you're on the ground with the walk-around feature not done yet? Well, I guess we're flying without any... any speed indicator. That's going to be good. Where am I? Oh, is it... Are we back in Africa again? Yep. Maybe that's why. Good. Very good. Oh, even with spawn... Oh, so that's just... Ooh, okay. Well, hang on. No, now I want to test this out. Hang on. But by the way, that EFB glitch happens after doing 2 or 3 flights in the same instance of the sim. So if you run into that, just restart the sim. You'll have the EFB working normally in the beta. But yeah, let's test this out. Because then I'll look on the forums and see if that's been mentioned at all. And if it hasn't, I'll just make a post about it. Because I'm assuming that's what's happening is the sim thinks you didn't do that. And even if you do, it still makes it seem like you didn't. So we'll see. Because is that happening in career mode as well, or is it just... Oh, there we go. It is actually doing something. I just don't have, like, any audio here. DoorDash? I've never... I see, that's one thing I can't get into. It's like, if I want something, I'll just go get it. Because it's crazy to me how many people DoorDash, like, McDonald's and stuff. Where McDonald's is already pretty pricey on its own at this point. But then you're adding on to the delivery charges and tipping and all that other, you know, you're just making a $20 meal into almost $40, and I can't get into that. It's like, if I really want it, I'll just drive there myself and get it. Save a good amount of money. So, auto start is not starting correctly, interestingly. I don't remember that being a thing before. Oh man, look at that. In real life, they have slew mode in the King Air. Why don't more planes have that? Could you imagine that? Just seeing a real life plane going into slew mode and just flying across the sky. Anyways, oh crap, I haven't flown this in a while. Where is everything here? There it is. It's not turning on the avionics. Is it just, like, what is, why is it so quiet? Is the plane quiet? Am I losing my mind? No, it's really quiet. What is going on? It's not starting right either. Because look, there's stuff, it's coming out of the engine, but wow, what happened to the King Air? This was a plane that was normally pretty decent. I always love the invisible tug person. We'll just say it's autonomous. But yeah, that's really odd. Because I mean, we've flown this quite a few times in the past, and I don't recall ever having issues like that. Wow, this is quite the crop duster convention going on here. Is this the Thunderbirds? They really downgraded. We're still rolling pretty good with just one engine here. Oh, it's showing ground speed of 13, so is this actually showing something? I mean... Oh! Have you decided to turn on? Oh, no, you're just shut off, I guess? This is really odd here. Just want to get to a runway really quick and just see if this thing takes off. Interesting. I'll have to do some more testing with this. Alright, just take off really quick. Still doesn't work either. Wow. Interesting. Oh, the engine's wow. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this, but something's really wonky now with the King Air. Interesting. Engine on the right just decides to run and not run whenever it wants to, and alright, I'll have to do some exploring on the forums to see if it's been listed. Because, wow. But anyways, there we go, everybody. We reached the 2-hour mark. I'm going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed another stream, and a bit of a different one since we hopped into the A330. A really fun plane to fly. I'm glad I finally figured out a way to get my throttle to work with it the way I want it to. And, yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm still hoping we'll see some heavy cargo in the beta, but if not, we're a little under a month away from the release. At least that's the target time frame. July 8th, in case you don't know, is Asobo's time frame they want to get this Sim Update 3 out to the public. So we'll see if that ends up happening. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed another stream. Thank you again for stopping by, chatting with me, and also thank you very much to FMJ for donating £9.99. That is very kind of you, and to everybody else for being members or just chatting, stopping by. I appreciate every single one of you for continuing to support Flight Sim on the channel, and I look forward to continuing to make content over it. So, thanks for watching!